Everybody, welcome back to my channel. I just realized I'm going to turn my daughter's baby monitor off just for a minute while I'm filming this, but I just realized that next month, which is going to be October, is going to be 1 year that I've had the Tribe Beauty box. So I decided to pull everything out. I've got it sitting right here that I still have. I think there's only like 4 things that I've decluttered or gotten rid of. Everything else I have, so we can kind of go through and see if it's worth like the price tag. So if that sounds interesting, we're going to be getting into that. Before we get started, please take a moment, hit that subscribe button down below. It helps me out. It means a lot to me. Come join my little YouTube family. And then also, I do have a Tribe code. It's Alexandra34. I'll leave it down below. Also, you can save 10% off your first box if you're interested. It's down there if you want to use it. I believe I used a code and then got a free gift when I first signed up. So there if you want it. So yeah, let's just get into it. So I don't think I'm going to go in order, but this is everything. The 4 things that I've gotten rid of, there was a Bella Pierre lip palette I saved. I put it in my 100 subscriber giveaway recently. There was a Bella Pierre highlighter palette. I had that in my makeup kit at school, and then when I graduated, I just gave the kit to one of my friends to use because she still had a while. So that was decluttered. There was a face oil that I gave away just because I have gotten a lot of face oils recently, so I gave that one to a friend of mine. And then there was also a little crown brush set, and I wasn't like too excited about the brushes, so I passed that on. But I think everything else I still have. So let's just get into it. Let's do the brushes first. The first one is from Crown. It doesn't have writing on it. My brush that I got in the Tribe, I did put in the giveaway, but that's because it's this exact same brush. I had gotten one in a BoxyCharm like a month or 2 prior, and I didn't feel like I needed 2 of them. But I did want to show you the brush. But that's the only reason I got rid of it, because I had this one, but the writing's worn off. It is from Crown. It says it's a blush brush. I use it for like under eye, like sculpting powder. And then I'll use it if my contour is a little heavy. So I use it for the white and the banana powders. I don't use it for blush. You can use the brushes, like there's no rules. And then we have gotten some eye brushes. Like I said, I did get rid of, my dog is drinking and eating water, so if you hear noises, I apologize. I did get rid of the Crown brush set because they didn't seem great. I wasn't excited, but we got a mini Luxie set, and it looks, if you have BoxyCharm, it looks exactly like the little gold set we got. These are just white and gold instead of all gold, but I have both sets. There's a fluffy brush, like little angled brush, little detailers. I like these. Like I said, I have both sets. I use them. And then this brush set, I don't know if I think I might have used this one once. They kind of get lost in my brushes, but these are Royal and Langnickel. There's an eye shader and then a crease and smudger. I like them. Like I said, they're a little bit shorter, so I think that's why they get overlooked. But I do still have them, and I like this brand, so I kept those. We did get an eyeliner. This is the Eye Contour Precision Liner by Sistar. It's a felt liner. I think I used this in a video recently. I can do eyeliner with felt liners. I just can't do wings with felt liners. So I do have a couple that I keep just to do a regular line. It's not a bad liner. I can't use any felt liner to do winged liner. It's just a personal issue. It's not a bad liner. It's black. It doesn't bleed. Fairly matte. It's a good line. It's still in my collection. We got a Glamo Brow by Radial. This is an eyebrow pencil. I've been using this. This has kind of replaced my MAC. It's just a skinny brow pencil in brown. It's a dark ash brown. Now that my hair is blonde, it is slightly dark for me, but I like this formula a lot. It has a spoolie. Like I said, I've been using this more than my MAC brow pencil. So and that was my favorite. So I like this a lot. And I think I'm going to repurchase this when I run out. We got a liquid shadow from Wander Beauty. It looks a little funky. It separates. And there's really, like you can see, these liquid shadows, are like half full, I've discovered. And I think that's with all of them. There's not, like when you mix them up and the tube looks normal, you can't tell, but, and I probably shouldn't have kept this because I've never used it on my eyes. It's just like a lavender shimmery, like it's not bad. I just don't reach for these, but I do still have it. I would like to try and use it at some point. We got a lip gloss from LA Splash. This was in a more recent box. It's very pigmented and shiny. Kind of smells like vanilla. And the packaging's like very, very cute on that. We got a liquid lipstick from IBY Beauty. I got the shade Berry Berry. There was 2 different color variations. With the LA Splash, I think there was 4 options, but this is like a mauvey berry tone that I do like and I do wear. Just smells like lipstick. There's no like fragrance in that. And then we got a Cass Cosmetics Milky Way. This is like a luxe lip treatment. It's sparkly. So I mean, technically, I think it's a gloss, but it's supposed to like hydrate your lips. So there it is on the end. It's just shiny and it does have some shimmer in it. And it has like a fruity smell. We did get a Wander Glow Ahead face oil, and I did do a video comparing this Wander face oil to, this is the regular Glow Ahead, and then in BoxyCharm we got a Glow Ahead Illuminating from Wander Beauty. So I do have a video in my video list where I compare these two, but they look identical on the skin, and this is nice. So I do still have that. I do still use it. And then we got a Wander Dive-In Moisturizer. I haven't opened this yet because I'm trying to use up my Mary Kay. I only use one moisturizer at a time in my makeup drawer. So this will replace the Mary Kay one when that one's done. And then I'll keep using this as long as it's good until it's empty. We got a, what is this? Let's Face It Masquerade. It's a purifying cleansing stick with red beet. I do like this. It smells good. I forget about it, so I probably need to put it on my counter. So it's pretty much full, but it is a good cleanser. Doesn't break me out, doesn't dry my skin out. I'll use a makeup remover. It says it will remove makeup. I do a makeup remover and then we'll go in with something like this. But I do still like it. Like I said, I have a few cleansers in there. That's why I've started only opening one product at a time, kind of saving them, because I end up with too many open products and then they don't get used. So I've stopped doing that recently. Just opening everything that I get and waiting until I use things up. We got a mini magic eraser and it does work. Again, I put it in my drawer. I forget to use it, but this is the travel size one and it is really nice. We've received 2 beauty blenders. We got the red one in like the February box. And then we got a green one. This green one I've had in the package and I just recently opened it and threw away one of my green ones. As you've seen, I have a collection of sponges and I have 2 more that are dirty. And then this red one is also dirty, but I keep my sponges way past, I think you're supposed to throw them away after a month because I have 8 and I rotate them and I don't wear makeup every day and I use a different one every time. I keep them obviously longer because they're not being used. So my dirty ones end up in here. And then when this is full and I've used them all, then I wash them. So yeah, I keep mine past their shelf life because I'm not using the same one every single day. So you can judge me if you want to. The most recent box, we did get a Bella Pierre. We get a lot of Bella Pierre and a lot of balm products. I don't mind Bella Pierre. We got a setting spray. This is the HD one. I don't know if I've actually sprayed this. It's got a very aggressive spray. So this is probably going to get saved. And I have smaller bottles with nicer misters. And I've been doing that with this other spray that we got in a BoxyCharm. I just pour it into a different bottle. So if you ever get a setting spray in a subscription box with an aggressive spray, like I said, this one's kind of aggressive, keep it. You don't necessarily have to declutter it. And then like I have this little bottle from Apocalyptic Beauty that's chai-scented, so I've been refilling it with that other one, and then there's enough scent in here, still scented, and then this is a nicer mister. So if you have a spray bottle that you like, keep it when it runs out, and then if you get a setting spray that you don't like, you can pour it in there, and then you're not wasting it, and you're not having to give it away. We got a eyeshadow primer from the Balm. I did try this. It works good. I don't like it as much as the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. It's a similar consistency. This is a little bit thicker, and I think that and the tone of this is a little bit darker and not as yellow undertoned as the MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. So I think that's the only reason, but it's a good product and I'm going to continue to use it. I like the Balm a lot, so I really enjoy that we get a ton of Balm products in the boxes. So I'll go through the rest of the Balm stuff and then we can do the rest. We got a Sexy Mama Anti-Shine Translucent Powder. It's just a pressed powder. I use this one a lot. It's nice. I like it. I go in with a brush and I'll use it to like set my concealer. And it's good for the whole face. We got an Instant Long Wearing Blush Powder. I don't believe I've actually tried this on the face just because it's a little bit dark, but I love, like I said, I love the Balm, so I'm keeping it. It's pretty, and I do want to use it. There it is right there. It's not as dark swatched as it looks on in the pan. Their packaging is so cute. Like even the packaging on that, like and the Balm's formula is nice, like overall. One of my all-time favorite palettes, the very first box I got last October, this was the bonus gift. This was a little mini Smoke Balm palette, and it's supposed to look like a little match book. It's just a little 3-pan. I love this so much. I use this all the time. This is my brow highlight and inner corner highlight. If I have a palette that doesn't have one, I'll pull this out. Nice transition shade, nice deepening shade. I just really love this a lot. Like I've said in other videos, when I run out of this, I'm going to repurchase this little palette because I love it so much. So that was the bonus item. And then the palette that came in that box was the Meet Matchmaker palette. This is what the packaging looks like. I like this. I know I've seen people's declutter videos where they've gotten rid of it just because they weren't using it. But it's a nice neutral palette. Like you do have a little pop of green and a purple down here, but they're not so bright. Like this to me is a neutral palette. The formula is good. Like they're in pretty small pan sizes if I hold my finger up, but it's a nice palette and it doesn't take up a lot of space. So I've held on to it because this is the only Balm eyeshadow that I own. So I keep it because I like it. It's good. We got the Manizer Sister palette. So it has the classic Mary Luminizer, the Cindy Luminizer, which is like a blush topper, and then there's the Betty Manizer, which is the like bronzer. Because I have this, I got rid of my full-size Mary Luminizer. It's one of my favorite highlights because I have it in here. And then I also, when the Balm was having a sale, I bought this, and it also has a Mary Luminizer in it, but it's my favorite highlight. So I did own the full size that I purchased, but since I got this, I passed that on to a friend of mine that had never tried it, just because I couldn't foresee. Because I like this for traveling too, and I like all three of these. I use these quite a lot. So that's everything from the Balm, at least that I currently have. Last month we got a Cargo blush. I got mine in Key Largo, which is a very hot pink. There it is right there. You can see how much brighter it is than that bottom one, but it's nice. And it's gigantic. Like it's almost the size of my palm. Cargo is not a bad brand. I did get a bronzer from them in an Ipsy bag one time in the same packaging, but it was very orange. So I ended up decluttering it, but I do like this blush, so I have held on to it. And then I have 3 more palettes. 2 Tribe boxes ago, we got the City Limits by IVY. My daughter got a hold of it and like dug her little finger in there slightly, but she didn't disturb it a whole lot, and it's still intact. Again, this to me is a neutral palette. You do have, this is a green, a blue, we got a purple, but it's pretty, and I have used it. The formula is nice. This was the first IVY palette I had ever tried, and it's decent. It's not bad. We have the Brights palette that I did a review on, and a 4 looks that I just uploaded. This was in last month's Tribe. So next month I'm curious to see what we get. But here's the Brights palette. It's mostly mattes. You've got the yellow and this purple are shimmer shades. Everything else is matte. This is a decent palette too. It's, like I said, it's pigmented. It blends well. And then the last palette that I have is by Zoeva, and this is their Block Party palette, and I honestly haven't used this yet. I was really excited to get it because it's colorful and it's pretty. I don't know. I haven't been like, more recently been like super excited to try it. I have another Zoeva palette that I think is just all right. So I think that's why I'm just like, I don't know. But I've heard people say that they do like this. So I am holding on to it because I do still want to try it. Yeah, that is everything that I have gotten in the last year from Tribe Beauty. I'm excited to see what I get next month because that will be, like I said, I signed up last October. So I'm excited for next month's box. Let me know what you think of Tribe. Do you have Tribe? Do you like them? Do you not like them? Are you interested in trying them? Let me know. Leave those comments down below. Again, if you have not subscribed already, please take a moment and hit that subscribe button. Hopefully, I will see you all in my next video. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Bye, guys.